Pinakahinablang gobyerno sa kasaysayan ng ating bansa. Ganito nga inilarawan ng dating COMELEC Commissioner Rowena Guanzon at dating Executive Secretary mismo ni BBM na si Attorney Vic Rodriguez ang kasalukuyang Marcos administration dahil sa kaliwat kanan at walang habas na pagnanakaw sa kaban ng bayan. Naungkat ng Korte Suprema kamakailan sa ginawang oral argument patungkol sa isyu ng paglipat ng pondo ng PhilHealth sa National Treasury upang punduhan umano ang mga proyekto na kahit na fully funded na ito. Partikular na ang Negros Panay Bridge na nakakuha na pala ito ng pondo sa pamamagitan ng loan sa South Korea na nagkakahalaga ng 174 billion pesos. Ang tanong ng taong bayan, saan napunta ang loan na ito na hanggang ngayon ay hindi pa nasisimulan ang naturang proyekto at taon-taon na lamang pinupunduhan ng gobyerno. Komento pa nga ng ilang dismayadong netizens, umutang si Marcos tapos mamamayang Pilipino ang magbabayad. Napakawalang hiya ng taong yan. Sana masunog ang kanyang kaluluwa sa impyerno. Ninakaw talaga ni Bangag dahil advance siya kasi alam na niya hindi niya matatapos ang termino niya. Diretso na siya tatakas. Si Martin magnanakaw, nagtatago na kasi alam niya na babawiin ng taong bayan ang bilyon-bilyon na ninakaw niya. Kaya bantayan lahat ng exit na dadaanan niya. Sobra na at tama na ang pagnanakaw, panggagahasa sa batas at kaban ng bayan. Nagsabwatan ang mga kawatan sa administrasyon ng gobyerno. Convict them all, firing squad sa harap ng taong bayan para hindi tularan ang nasa gobyerno.
According to the DOF, the funds to be remitted to the National Treasury will finance urgent national projects. In Annex A of your compliance, dated November 8, 2024, pages 1 to 4, the OSG enumerated some of these projects, including routine maintenance of national roads, the Panay-Guimaras-Negros Island bridges, or the PGN Bridges project, and payment of right-of-way. These are all construction projects, Mr. Solicitor General, correct?
Not all of them, Your Honor. Some of them pertain to health projects.
No, I'm talking about the routine maintenance of national roads, the PGN Bridges project, and payment of right-of-way, correct?
In a sense, they are
Yes,
routinary, ordinary expenses
They
or expenditures.
pertain to construction projects of the government, correct?
Infrastructure,
Yes. You can call it that, infrastructure projects. All right. With respect to the PGN Bridges project, per DBM's budget of expenditures and source of financing FY 2024 report, the PGN Bridges project appears to be fully funded by the Export-Import Bank of Korea in the amount of 174.49 billion plus. Is there an urgency to transfer the PhilHealth funds when the project is already fully funded?
Your Honor, this is a matter really of delving into the wisdom of the legislature in allocating funds.
Yes.
So while
funding a project that is already fully funded under the category of unprogrammed funds.
I didn't quite get the
Programs.
question,
Yes.
Your Honor. Pardon me.
Yes. Export-Import Bank of Korea has loaned the Philippines 174.49 billion plus. Is there an urgency to transfer the PhilHealth funds when the project is already fully funded?
Your Honor, I think one consideration by the Congress in doing so is a determination of when a project is already implementable. So if a project that has already been identified and sufficiently funded is considered to be non-implementable for the given fiscal year, then I think it is the decision of the Congress in the exercise of its policy or wisdom, so to speak, to move it to the unprogrammed appropriations in the meantime.
Yes. All right. So, has the government moved this amount to the unprogrammed funds of the government?
There are so...
This
sorry, Your Honor.
Export-Import Bank of Korea loan, has the government moved it to unprogrammed funds?
We will have to check on
Yes,
that.
please check on that.
Yes, whether that has been actually transferred only or removed altogether.
Yes.
Because there were certain removals made by the Congress in the proposed infrastructure or other projects
How
of the
can
government.
the government have removed this when it is a loan specifically for that purpose?
It is something that can be deferred, Your Honor, even
Yes,
if it's
what
funded.
is the reason for deferring it?
Your Honor, I cannot speculate on
Correct.
the reasons of the
I go
congressman.
now, yes, to my next question. Has the government spent even a single centavo from that loan, considering that the project has not even started?
Well, there is nothing to spend for if the project has not even started, Your
So
Honor.
where is the money?
The money went presumably to the National Treasury for the purpose of using it for projects and programs under the unprogrammed
So we have
appropriations.
unused funds for the project, and yet we still got money from PhilHealth to supplement this fund that has been unused for years.
Sinabi nga ng Korte Suprema nung isang napakahusay na justice dyan, yung hukom natin, si Justice Ami, na hindi mo pwedeng gamitin sa iba ang pera ng PhilHealth. Ang pera ng PhilHealth para sa PhilHealth lang. Hindi pwede yan. I take special interest sapagkat pagka sa gobyerno kasi, yung isang pera ay para sa isang specific na paggagamitan lamang at yan po'y ginalaw mo, malversation po yan. Malversation of public funds po yan. Hindi mo pwedeng ilipat-lipat yung pera ng gobyerno, lalo na yung specifically and specially intended to fund a specific project or to fund a specific purpose. Kagaya po nung sa PhilHealth. Kaya yan din po yung ating argumento dito sa kasong inihain natin sa Korte Suprema questioning the legality and the constitutionality of the illegal, unlawful, immoral, unconstitutional, and criminal 2025 national budget. Dahil ziniro po nila ang PhilHealth ngayong taon. Wala pong binigay na pondo ang Marcos administration sa PhilHealth ngayong taon. Bawal po iyan. Bakit? Meron po kasing special source of funding ang PhilHealth eh. At yan nga po yung mga buwis na nakukolekta mula doon sa tinatawag nating sin products o yung sin taxes. And our basis again for saying that this is unconstitutional is the Constitution itself, na yung Article 6, Section 29, subparagraph 3. Malinaw po diyan that all money collected on taxes levied for special purpose shall be treated as a special fund to be used for such special purpose only. So malinaw po yan, sinusubaybayan natin itong nangyayaring oral argument sa Korte Suprema sa nauna ng kaso questioning yung legality ng pagkuha ng Bongbong Marcos administration sa 60 billion pesos pera ng PhilHealth sapagkat ito po ay closely intertwined if not talagang related dito sa ating kaso na nakabinbin din sa Korte Suprema na magkakaroon po ng tinatawag nating preliminary conference na sa darating na Biyernes, February 28 at may nakatakda na pong oral argument din pagdating po ng April 1. Kaya po mahalagang pag-usapan natin to dahil lumilinaw na hindi dapat kinuha ng Bongbong Marcos administration yung pera ng PhilHealth. Namumuro na madedeklarang unconstitutional yung ginawa nila. Therefore, sana makaabot din ito sa Korte Suprema, mag-issue na rin sila ng temporary restraining order para matigil na yung patuloy na pag-disburse nung pera na bahagi po ng ating national budget ngayong 2025 dahil baka mamaya madeklarang unconstitutional itong national budget natin ngayong taon 2025 na-disburse na po halos lahat, we will end up with a mere paper victory. sure, it's still going to be a legal and moral victory, pero kawawa pong sambayan ng Pilipino dahil pera niyo po ito eh. Tayo po ay nag-expose lamang, nagbubunyag ng mga anomalya sa ilalim ng Marcos administration, dinadala natin sa korte sapagkat tayo rin sa hakbang ng maisog ay patuloy na nananawagan sa lahat, Pilipino, taong gobyerno, ordinaryong tao, to uphold, respect, and defend our Constitution.